everyone. I'm Ron Decker.
And I'm Anna Ramos.
We work at ESS and we've been asked to make this video to go over the rationale for the changes in our kindergarten first grade reading assessments for the 2014-15 school year.
These changes were discussed by the K-1 work group over the summer, and in the effort to become more effective and efficient, we have made some changes to our assessment procedures for two important reasons. The first being that our expectations have increased, with Common Core asking kindergartners to be able to read emergent text with purpose and understanding. We've made it the expectation that they will be reading by level C or above by the end of the year.
The other reason for the changes is to streamline the assessments. We want to be sure that our assessments have instructional value and that they use teacher and student time wisely. The work group selected simple but powerful assessments that provide valuable data to guide our instruction. So we have a new assessment kit. Here it is. And it correlates with Jan Richardson's book, The Next Step in Guided Reading, which everyone hopefully has received. And it also correlates with the guided reading levels in our new guided reading book rooms.
There are 4 basic assessments in this kit, the first being a reading interest survey, the second being a developmental word knowledge inventory, and this will help you assess your students' phonetic knowledge. Third is a listening comprehension assessment. Note that it is listening comprehension, not reading comprehension. And the fourth is a reading assessment conference based on a running record, and this will help you determine fluency, accuracy, and comprehension of leveled text.
And if the children aren't yet reading level A, there's a pre-A reading assessment conference, and that includes letter names, letter sounds, phonemic awareness, and print concepts.
During the 2014-15 school year, teachers in kindergarten and first grade have 2 options for reporting and recording assessment data. The first option is ESGI. The second option is using recording sheets, either that have been district created, which have been attached to your email, or using the assessment forms included in your Next Step guided reading kit. You may want to take a look at the assessment conference book as well. When assessing foundational skills, you will be assessing letter names, letter sounds, and short and long vowels, as well as high frequency words. ESGI assessments have been changed in order to align to our Next Step guided reading assessment.
Remember that for those of you using the paper pencil recording sheets, the assessment conference book from the assessment kit has the student pages for upper and lowercase letter recognition and for letter sounds. The high frequency word assessment lists have also been adjusted to align with Jan Richardson's sight words in her guided reading book. Her words are grouped by guided reading levels, and she's given us 58 words from levels A through E, but we needed a larger bank of words for assessment purposes. So the work group added additional words from previous Oceanside word lists, Nellie Edge Hart words, and also Fountas and Pinnell leveled word lists.
An important change is that these word lists are for kindergarten and first grade, leveled readers A through G. By the time students are reading past level G, they should be automatic with their word recognition.
So we'd just like to discuss briefly the limitations of ESGI. It is expedient. It does have limitations. With ESGI, teachers can't record both incorrect and correct responses in order to help the child sort out confusions. It also does not document growth over time. And for these reasons, teachers will have the options of using the recording forms provided by the district or in Jan's kit and book.
Now we're going to talk about right now, baseline assessments for kindergarten. To get a more detailed picture of our kindergartners at the beginning of the year, the work group created a set of guidelines and baseline assessments for using Jan Richardson's book, The Next Step in Guided Reading. The benchmark document that you've been sent describes these beginning of the year assessments for our youngest readers. All kindergartners should be assessed with a drawing or writing sample and letter recognition, upper and lower case. If your students are experiencing success with these assessments, you may want to find some more information with letter sounds and high frequency words.
First grade also has baseline reading assessments. First grade teachers should use the assessments from The Next Step in Guided Reading, and the teacher's guide has a suggested schedule of assessments for the first 25 days. You can find it on pages 16 and 17. Now those assessments include the reading interest survey, the developmental word knowledge inventory, the listening comprehension assessment, and all of those three are either whole class or small group assessments. Those help you to identify your students who are most at risk. Then you would administer your running records, the reading assessment conference. First grade teachers, if you do have students who are pre-A readers, you want to move on to the pre-A assessment conference, and that would be looking at upper and lower case letter names and sounds, phonemic awareness, and print concepts.
In order to assist you in reporting on your kinder and first grade students come report card time, our K-1 work group has created a benchmark scoring guide, which you will see in the documentation. For assessing foundational skills, kindergarten teachers will assess high frequency words, letter names, and letter sounds. For assessing reading level, you will be using running records. As we discussed last spring, it's going to be an expectation for kindergartners to be reading at level A by the end of the first trimester, B by the end of second trimester, and C or higher by the end of third trimester. Excuse me. For students who are not reading at level A yet, you may want to conduct a print concepts assessment from the Next Step in Guided Reading assessment, and you also have the option of using the phonemic awareness assessments included in the pre-A Next Step Guided Reading assessment.
For first grade teachers, the benchmark document describes proficiency levels by trimester. The assessments that you'll use to determine these levels include high frequency words and running records for children who are reading at guided reading level A and higher. For levels A through G, the reading score is a combination of high frequency words and the guided reading level. After level G, high frequency words aren't assessed because students should be applying word recognition automatically while reading. Teachers also have the option of using the pre-A reading assessment from the Next Steps in Guided Reading kit, which would include letter names, letter sounds, phonemic awareness, and print concepts.
Our hope is that these assessments will work together to provide you with a complete picture of your students as readers. These simple yet powerful assessments provide you the data you need to ensure our students' reading success.
Thanks so much. Hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, be sure to call. Just to recap, in this video, we took a look at our new kindergarten and first grade reading assessments. We discussed the rationale for the changes, our new assessment kit, Next Steps in Guided Reading Assessment, teacher options for recording assessment data, either ESGI or paper-pencil assessment forms, information about assessing the foundational skills of letter names, letter sounds, and high-frequency words, kindergarten first grade high-frequency word lists, the limitations of ESGI, beginning of the year baseline assessments for kindergarten and first grade, and finally, trimester benchmark scoring guides for both kindergarten and first grade. And now, your blooper reel. And now, your blooper reel.
Proficiency. included in the sound count.
We're going to start over again.
Sorry.
Blah, 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 blah.
Our hope is that as you use these...
Your turn. Also have a chart with
I want to see the blooper roll.